What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which direction you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you can settle in the life that has been faithfully designed for you, or you can have the ability to pave the path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So, before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. I see y'all, and even the ones in the back, I see y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So listen, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that a lot of us have been taught the opposite of what's really true. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say, like, I'm the type of person, when I like something, I repost it and I like it. And I don't, you feel me? I'm not judging the person. I'm not biased. I'm not looking at what they got. I'm not looking at what they have. I'm judging the fact that I like what knowledge I'm getting from whatever you're creating. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to make sure that I give kudos to the person that originally created it. You know what I'm saying? That's them. That's their project. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I understand the fact that it's kind of like a fight against what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? All the content I produce has little views, right? But what I've noticed is that people with more influence will take some of the original content I have, which is from me, and take it and use it on their platform and act as if they're actually doing that. You know what I'm saying? But what I come to realize, it's not going to stop me, because I actually stand in everything that I talk about. It's a lot of people now that are just looking for new ways to fit into the crowd, because they basically put on the back burner who they were their whole life. So if they can steal something from someone else because they may be getting the attention or they're seeing it more, you know what I'm saying? Let me not give that person their acknowledgement. Let me not give them their kudos for me actually seeing the video and acknowledging the fact that you're the original. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to take it and use it for myself. And since I got a more following, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really like that for real behind the scenes. But I'm going to present that to you as if that's really me for real, until you really get to know me, that you'll see. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's me understanding that it's not going to stop me, because it comes with being spiritually attacked. When you're spiritually attacked and what you're doing actually has some significance to it, it's people who will not want to acknowledge you because you're a threat to everything that they know and everything that they are. And that's perfectly okay. That's what's going to build you stronger in the end. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny how I do a lot of research off of the internet of what I see, but my videos come from what I go through in my life. That is the background behind being a creator. Like, it's actually experiencing things that you experience in your life and taking it and creating it into something without letting the emotions and the, you know what I'm saying, the negative self-talk that come with experience in life, you know, take you on a different route. Because some people get so fed up with their direction in life, they go off and do something backwards, you know what I'm saying, that not only hurts them but hurts everybody else around them, you know. But when you have the ability to actually take what you experience and put it in a way where, you know what I'm saying, it's a creative project, again, a lot of people are basically feeling the energy, but again, they're fighting for that one spot. So what you may look like or what you going through is not the ideal image. So I'm gonna take your content and I'll have the image and put it with me and put it out there as if it's really me for real, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's actually this other person that I just am too prideful and even my ego to give them credit for. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to be something. I need to be somebody. So I need to take it and steal it as my own, until over time, what I'm speaking on, you'll start to see in people on a daily. Like, you know what I'm saying? The authenticness, the being truthful, the honesty, you know what I'm saying? Staying away from the crowd. I don't entertain gossip. I stick to myself. I do me. A lot of people are not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you talking about and preaching is not that. You know what I'm saying? And it starts to show over time. So again, I'm starting to see that it is a lot of people, especially in the successful music industry, that are losing their gift and their talent. So they're in the search of, you know what I'm saying, other people's uh authenticity. When you actually meet somebody that is everything that they say they are, that will give you the difference between who's real and who's faking it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you're doing that's original, keep making it, keep producing it, keep putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Because in time, when it's the right time, you'll have your moment, and it'll give everybody basically a 360 view on what's real and what's fake. You know what I'm saying? So again, it just be cracking me up how I see a lot of things on the internet, and I'll be like, you know what? That's crazy. Because I can tell someone been watching my video but don't want to give me my props. They just need something to steal so they can stay relevant. They can still be getting their money. A lot of these people are successful with millions and millions of dollars, but they're losing their authenticness in their craft. So they need somewhere to get it from. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And you'll start to realize that that person slowly starts to fade, slowly but surely, because you can't take something that's original for someone, because anytime you think you got it down, they gonna come back in and spin a 360. You feel me? And come with something different, and you're gonna be trying to learn that, and by the time you learn that, they done moved on to something different. You feel me? Listen, it's a cold world, baby. I'm telling you, they didn't want us to know about energy because it's such a strong component in life. And it's so easily to harness from someone if they don't know themselves. You feel me? And you won't even know that something that you could have came up with that was originally yours, because of me making you feel like you a fucked up person in the inside, you ain't never gonna put it out. And I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna steal it every time you mention it to me. And I'm taking notes. You feel me? Mentally. And I'm gonna go put out something that's exactly like that. That's how listen, let me tell you something. A lot of the rappers growing up in our era, they were not really rapping about what they actually did. They were stealing. I'ma just be real. Our real lifestyle and making money off of it. That wasn't really them for real. You feel me? It's just that we were so messed up and jacked up mentally that we never see ourselves being able to, you know, become successful or make it out of the trenches with our gift, because our mind state. You know what I'm saying? And they were taking that and studying it and watching it and going and making millions of dollars off of it while you continue to struggle. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let me tell you, baby, that is crazy. But the people that are really authentically working on themselves, when they come out with projects and they make their creative aspect of who they are, the art will still be the same. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be looking for that. Like some of the artists that I liked in my past life, I'm looking at and listening to their music now, and they ain't as hot as they was then. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of make me be thinking to myself, like, was that really you for real? Or were you basically watching parts of somebody else's story unfold and using it as your own? Listen, I forgot what the rapper name was, but he publicly exposed the fact that he didn't grow up in the trenches. He grew up with a very rich father and a very rich mother in a neighborhood where he didn't have to eat noodles. You know what I'm saying? But you basically stole our whole culture and made money off of it and left us broke. I think the beauty of being able to grow is the fact that I'll never forget where I came from. I'm never too good for some Doritos. I'm never too good for some nachos. Listen, I'm never too good for the best fried chicken, tacos, hands down. Listen, all that extra, you know, truffles and stuff like that, okay, I'm open. You feel me? The caviar and all that, I'll try it, but I'm never gonna forget. You feel me? Because then that means you will be forgetting everybody and everything that taught you and got you where you at right now. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes, listen, you up against a fight between the people that are just too afraid to be themselves. And I realized as I was growing up in my life that the things that I did to release my feelings on the outside to people that knew me, it may have looked like I wasn't really expressing my feelings because I was always lit. I was always quiet. But when I was not around people and I was, you know, in the bathroom, in the mirror, talking to myself, listening to music, sometimes, you know, most of my life I grew up at my granny's house. It was a 1-bedroom. You know what I'm saying? The only private space I had was in the bathroom. that was like my room. So I would go in there with the radio and stay in there for hours and just be talking to myself about random ass shit I went through for the day, how I was going to talk to somebody in a conversation, how I was going to approach them. You know what I'm saying? And listen, oftentimes the way I handled the conversation by myself versus when I thought I was going to say what I was going to say to someone else, it didn't come out like that. And listen, that could put you in a state of mind where you start to think like, what is going on here? Why is it that the conversation helps me navigate what I want to say and how I'm feeling when I'm by myself, but when I get to the person that I meant to say it to, it doesn't go that way. They end up overpowering me, shutting me down, and making me feel less than. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that this conversation is going like that? I feel defeated every time, as if what I'm saying don't matter. When in reality it does. It's just we were in a world based off of control and basically pushing their narrative onto you. Like they get louder, they twist the words, they finesse it a different way, which in the end, you start to little by little crumble down what you stand on and what you mean. And before you know it, they didn't convince you to do what they wanted you to do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, not no more. Not no more. Listen, I've noticed that I'm going to say it every video and every chance I get, because talking to yourself is not a mental health case study. It's not. It's actually something that'll help you be able to process what you're feeling and your emotions against a world of people that may not think how you think. You know what I'm saying? And you may not see the results of it at the time, but maybe as you get older, it'll help you balance both of yourselves. Like, because you got to be real. Everybody is born with that nice, you feel me, considerate, caring aspect, and everyone has that devilistic, kill your ass, fight, flight, violence type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's just some people operate solely out of that, but they put on the nice person act to make you not see that. And then some people are nice and they have that aspect, but if you run over them and them being kind to you, you're going to see it in a ton of different ways. You know what I'm saying? Because they were basically considerate and honest and genuine. You know what I'm saying? They weren't putting on a facade. So they didn't have to go out their way to prove a point or make you follow them, or, you know what I'm saying, make you listen and understand what they saying. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You feel me? But what I do know for myself is that if you ain't what I'm on, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to associate with you. I'm not finna keep preaching. I'm not finna keep telling you, you ain't on this. So let me be. Use, you know what I'm saying, a lot of what they think to be control as a means of pushing on who and what you want to get what you want by forcing it onto someone. That's not me. I'm not doing that. I'm not forcing nothing on nobody, because I wouldn't want nothing to be forced on me. And it's solely just going through that as experience. My whole life was basically forced by someone who told me I had to live this way and do this. And when it wasn't working, I was the only one who looked stupid in the end. So I learned from that experience, and I was like, listen, you can either keep listening to what this person is telling you and still failing and having to deal with the consequences, or you can take the chance to finally do it your way and see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? If you get the same results that you got with listening to someone else, then okay then. But if you're getting different results by doing it your way, don't let nobody finesse you into pushing you back to do it their way, because that only motivates them. It doesn't motivate you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to still get the same results on your end because of your experience and what you went through in life. You know what I'm saying? I realized that a lot of people, their empathy is gone. They don't have the ability to step in someone else's shoes and basically look at the situation from what they experienced. They only know how to operate in a way where I get you to do what I want you to do, which means I'm going to completely not acknowledge what you say, make it look as if it's less than, try to overtalk you, overpower you, because I need you to follow what I'm doing. Even though I've never experienced nothing you went through in life, I have no empathy for what you went through. Even if you feel threatened or unsafe, I don't care, because I haven't went through that. This is how it's being done over here. And then, listen, if something happened, later on, the only person that's going to have to deal with that is you. You feel me? Not them. You feel me? So you got to really understand and start to get control of yourself and realize like, hey, look, what I experience in my life is real. This is not fake. And come hard with it every time. Don't let nobody overtalk you. I hate that. Listen, healthy communication is when you talk, they listen, you give that person time to talk, you hear what they saying, and then you come to a solution. You know what I'm saying? On middle ground. It's not, oh, I keep over talking you to overpower you because I don't care about what you saying. Nothing you saying is valid. I need you to understand this is what I'm saying and this is how we go. And if you don't like it, I'm going to dangle something over your head so that you have no other choice but to, you feel me, go with what I'm saying. And that's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like, I can't really honestly associate myself around people that operate in that way. And I'm not, you feel me, against it. Like, there are people that are still going to operate in that way. Y'all can make a whole treehouse together. But I'm just not going to be in y'all treehouse. I'm building my own treehouse over here. And anybody that's on what I'm on is going to come to my treehouse. But I'm not enforcing nothing. Which means I know how to be by myself. I know how to be what I'm on. I know how to like what I'm like. So it's a natural thing. You feel me? It's not something that's being pushed or forced. And I think people like that more, whether they want to admit it or not. They'll never come to the forefront and tell you. You know what I'm saying? Because they've gotten too used to how they've been living. That they have to be able to fit in a crowd. Their automatic conscience is following the person before them instead of having the ability to be themselves. So if you want to take that route, be my guest. But that's not what I'm on. I'm not on that. You feel me? It's not monkey see, monkey do. I'm not going to jump off a bridge because someone else jumps off the bridge. I'm going to be myself. And you know what I'm saying? And anything you operate in that way by being yourself will come to you. You won't have to force it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, let me help you understand something. Listen, they will do whatever possibly that they can to try to get it to remain the same. It's a tactic that's produced in the energy. You know what I'm saying? Anything to get your mind distracted off being able to come from a creative space will be used to counteract everything that you own. You know what I'm saying? And listen, some of the tactics are so strong that you won't even realize that it's actually working for you because of the fact they didn't already got you in a mental space where you think it's going against you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Listen, but I guess it's how the world operates. You feel me? So the main purpose of making this video is just to, you know, help people become aware of the fact that when you are original creator, but it's different, you will be spiritually attacked, which means there will be people who will siphon your energy and use it as their own. It will be people who try to dim your light so you don't create. It will be people who try to make you feel messed up about yourself so you don't talk. It will be people that will do everything in their power to dangle over your head the fact that they're in a higher position than you so that you will not feel valid enough to express your creativeness. You know what I'm saying? And they'll actually use that as a way to demean your character. And you got to think about it. Sometimes people just have conversations with you just to take what you said and use it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But they'll pretend as if they don't like it, but really they do. You know what I'm saying? They just as mad as you and not them. It's weird, it's complicated, but it's reality. So again, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and always understand and know that there are people out there that steal other people's lifestyles and make it their own, but they're really not that person for real. And that's scary.